Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Upper Park Disc Golf Pinch. This is a little bit lower level, lower priced backpack style bag from Upper Park. I have already reviewed the Rebel. I have already reviewed the Shift. If you are interested in those bags, just stay tuned to the end of this video, and on the end screen you'll see a clickable link for either of those bags, or you can check it out in the description, search it on Google, etc., etc. On one of those, I believe the Rebel review, somebody left me a comment asking if I would check out and review the Pinch. This is a little bit lower level bag, and I think it's a very viable bag for a lot of different players out there that don't necessarily need a huge tournament style bag with a ton of different discs stuffed into it and jackets and all the stuff that you can do with a really big full-size backpack. This one is kind of more for the kind of casual player. That's not to say you couldn't play tournaments with this bag. I'm sure players do. And I'll show you exactly what I carried in it just for reference, but it holds plenty of gear, but it's definitely a little bit more of the kind of weekender casual style backpack, and for that purpose I think it's fantastic. It's really comfortable, it's super light, it's very compact, and it really does carry all of the essentials quite well based on my one testing session with this bag. But all that being said, this is not a review of this bag. I just got these in. I just wanted to show you how I set up this one. We're going to unpackage this one over here, and then I'm going to show you kind of an alternate setup, another way that you could rig it if you want to, so we can just talk about the bag overall. Once I get a chance to test these bags over at least 5-6 rounds of golf out there on the course, then I will come back to you guys and give you a full review of the bag with more details. So before we get into the video, just real quick, if you guys are interested in Upper Park Disc Golf bags, just go to upperparkdiscgolf.com. You can find the link in the description and use my code DiscGolfNerd10 at checkout. You'll get 10% off your order, and you will be directly helping to support me and the Disc Golf Nerd channel. So I appreciate you. I appreciate Upper Park for hooking me up with so many great bags to show off here on the channel. And without further ado, let's take a look at this bag. I'll show you exactly what I carried and the way I have it set up. Then we'll unpackage that other one, set them up, and kind of show off some different options for this bag. So I like to have some discs on this side pocket here. You have mesh pockets on both sides of the bag. The bag's completely symmetrical. There's nothing really different on either side except for the fact that there's this one little small piece of cordage here that hopefully you can see. There it is, that you can attach things to if you want to. That's just on the one side. And then you have the one little, just very simple basic logo there. Onto the back of the bag, there is one bar that runs down through this thing providing structure, and that's basically it. So the whole back is rigid, and you can kind of gently flex this if you wanted to have a curvature. You can carefully bend that into shape, it seems, but that runs through here and it's padded very well, so you're not really feeling it, but it does provide a firm structured back to this thing that's nice and flat and doesn't kind of bend out of shape. Other than that, there's not really much in the way of structure to this bag, which is why I kind of like to have discs on this side rather than you know, a towel or anything, is because these being in here, kind of like the Shift, having discs in these side pockets kind of provide structure to this wall. Okay, so also on the bottom of the bag, you can hopefully see it is the same waterproof material that is on the bottom of the Rebel and the Shift, so that's really nice. No like feet or plastic rails or anything on this thing, but I wouldn't want them for a bag in this size and weight range. I don't think it's necessary, and nice waterproof bottom should be no problem. Also, for me personally, I basically always have a folding camp stool. I'll put on the screen here for you to see, and I put my bag up on that whenever I'm playing rounds out there, and it always seems to help. I've always done that, so I don't really have too much data in terms of how it sits on the ground, because I've never been one to just stick my bag on the ground in the mud and the sticks and everything. I always have it up on a stool like that, so it does sometimes have a tendency to seem like it wants to tip forward depending on how you have it set up, but you can see how it's even getting it to there. It's not going over. Oh, will it? I have a pocket up here that can hold discs. I have a stretch band in there, but you can definitely put a disc in there if you wanted to. If you want that to be your putter, or you want to put a go-to disc up there, or maybe something you don't get to a lot, have it tucked out of the way. I don't really want to have too much in there because you can see it kind of starts to interact with that main compartment. Onto this side, you can see I have my towel attached here and tucked into the main compartment. I like that. You can tuck it up here as well, but this seems to work out fine. And once again, this is just how I set it up for one round so far, so don't worry about this too much. I'm just showing you what I did. Nalgene on this side works out fine. The pocket, the water bottle holder is really versatile and should fit just about anything you want. You can stuff a huge bottle in the side here if you really wanted to. And let's talk about discs. So total, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in here. And that's just because I also have 4 putters, 2 mids, and then 6 drivers. It's a pretty substantial loadout though, and I really don't feel like I'm handicapped using this amount of discs on just about any course out there. I would probably swap 1 or 2 in or out based on where I'm playing. I'll show you what I carried out at Rooster Rock just for fun real quick. I had Opto Culverin and a Goldline Pioneer. I don't think I threw either of those, to be honest. I got 3 putters in here, putting with a pair of these Misprint Eco Pures. I have this Opto Pure. I'm throwing out a lot of approaches now. Then I had my Carnage Harp, and this fuse is just money right now with the Aperture die. I'm loving that disc. I got this Gobi in the bag now that I just dyed recently, and then a few more 9 speeds. I had a Fury, Lucid Escape. This is a Metal Flake Escape that's quite stable that I just started throwing, and then my old broken in Goldline Culverin from a few years ago. I wasn't really missing much, to be honest, and I didn't even throw a few of these, to be honest, as well. So let's load this thing back up, and then we'll finish off the features, and then we'll take a look at this other one. So you might be able to see, as I put these discs back in here, there's a little bit of interference in the main compartment here. And if I had any complaints about the bag so far based on my initial impressions, it's maybe just a little snug. I feel like it could probably just open up everything just like an inch or 2 at most, you know, and give just a little more room for stuff to be in there. But again, it's not a problem at all. Like, it's not hard to... These are full, you know, large diameter mid-ranges, in and out without too much issue. That being said though, the more stuff you have up here, the more stuff you have up here, it's going to start to encroach on your main compartment. And same with the water bottle over here. If you didn't have this in here, you'd feel much more comfortable stuffing it full of discs, but once you get the bottle in there, it starts to move into that space a little bit. That's really just basically part of the deal for almost any bag in this style and kind of size range. There's always going to be some issues there in terms of if you stuff this pocket, you're going to feel it in the main pocket, you know, and a lot of bags, regardless of size, will have that same kind of issue. It's just part of the deal. A nice dedicated grab handle, which is always great, with the 2 D-rings here, and then you have the quick draw mini pocket, which I have a little Sakibon mini up here, and I typically don't even put a mini up there in my other bags. I just have these handkerchiefs in all of my bags that I use a lot to keep my nose clear, maybe dry my hands a little bit extra, or you know, wipe sweat or whatever. It's always helpful to have. And then in the front here you have a little bit more of like a valuables pocket. Now I checked and my phone will fit in here and it will zip in, so I always have my phone in my pocket when I'm playing because I'm taking a lot of pictures and stuff, but if you want to, your phone will fit here. Great spot for a wallet, and you have a little key retainer clip here as well. So it's really basic, simple design, right? But it holds all the stuff you need. You got your water, got your plastic, throw some snacks up here, wallet, keys. I mean, what else do you need, right? So that's how I have this bag set up, and pretty much how I will be using it for the rest of my testing session with this thing. But let's take a look at this green one and see if we can come up with another interesting way to set up this bag. So as it shows up, it's in the package. I already kind of opened this on a separate take, but I have not used this bag yet at all. So you have your insert here from Upper Park. There you can get a good look at that waterproof bottom. And what's cool about this bag too is, like, out of the box, you just load it up with discs and that's it. You don't have to put any kind of structural panels in or anything like that. You just got the bag, you just start loading it up. So that's exactly what I'm about to do right now. Let's see what we can find to put in here. How about a tilt on the side pocket here? Let's do another pair of Pures, and this time we're going to use this front pocket that I have not shown you guys yet. I have this tucked on my gray bag, but you can put putters into this front lip pocket here. I'll show you what that looks like a little better once I finish loading this thing up. What else can we put in here? Put another Opto Harp and a Pure. Of course, it doesn't matter. I'm just grabbing stuff for fun. Thrasher, Justice, another Fuse, and then we'll just put a big old clump of Havocs up here. Let's say a little Goldline, couple Optos. This guy, let's see how he looks in there. So there's that. Man, I got plenty of room here. Let's mess around, throw some more drivers in here. There. Okay. There's some drivers. We're loaded up. We got tilt over here for fun shots. That's what it's best used for, is just for having a good time. And now you're seeing the front putter flap pocket here. It's interesting. I have not actually gotten a chance to really use it yet. So I'll be interested to see how I like that during an actual round. But I've just been tucking that underneath the main compartment because you can do that as well. And then for just to mix it up, something I never do, let's see how this looks with some cans. Some people might want to have cans of whatever out there on the course, weekender style. You could definitely put 3 cans here, pretty comfy, I would say, if you wanted to. So there's that. And then up here, you can do whatever you want up here too. Maybe you want to throw maybe you want to throw a Champion Gator up there for some utility. And then you have the tag that comes with the bag as well, with some information, you know, circle flap disc pocket, mesh side pockets, etc., etc., mini pocket, waterproof tarpaulin base, all that good stuff. So what's cool about this is now when you zip it closed, if you're traveling to or from the course, you're all contained here, nothing's going to fall out. And then when you get to the course, you zip this open. It's getting hung up on that tag because I'm an idiot. You zip that open, and then boom, your putters kind of like fold open like a Swiss Army knife or something, and there they are. So that will also help prevent it from rolling forward. This bag seems even better balanced based on the way it's sitting, and yeah, it's not going forward at all like that. So that's an alternate way that you can set up the pinch. So if you guys have any questions about this bag, let me know. Definitely use my code DiscGolfNerd10 at checkout if you want to order one. I would appreciate that, and you'll get some money off your bag. Subscribe and stay tuned to the channel if you want more information about these bags after I get a chance to test them more thoroughly out there on the course, and I'll report back with my findings once that happens. But for the most part, I feel like they're pretty solid little bags. And I don't mind carrying this gray one at all. I had a good time with it during my first round. It's really compact. A lot of versatility for such a simple, small bag. Hopefully you guys liked the video. Thanks to Upper Park. Thanks to you guys for watching. Huge thank you to the Disc Golf Nerd Patreon support team. You guys are amazing, and you really help me out, and I appreciate it very, very much. So thanks to all of you, and I'll talk to you very soon. Cheers.